Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 11, 2021. The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, has launched an online digital marketplace to create a one-stop shop where micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, can find the solutions and supplies they need to go digital. The DBJ signed an agreement with Jamaica Technology and Digital Alliance on Wednesday to officially launch the Go Digital Marketplace. It can be accessed at godigitaljm.com. DBJ's Managing Director, Milverton Reynolds, says this initiative is another element of the bank's SERVE program, which was designed to ease the struggles that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused on small businesses.
We can see for ourselves that the impact has been particularly hard because of the way we do business. The pandemic has taught us that if existing businesses are to survive, and if they are to start new ones, change is crucial.
He says the new website will stimulate a sustainable private sector-led business-to-business market for digitization services, which is one of the critical needs that have arisen from the pandemic.
And to this end, the DBJ entered into an agreement with the Jamaica Technology and Digital Alliance to create a website that will list all the suppliers of goods and services in digital technology right across the island, allowing business owners to, 1, easily identify their digital needs, 2, choose their preferred supplier, 3, get advice and training on how to maneuver themselves and their businesses through the no doubt daunting digital maze.
The initiative has been lauded by Senator Aubin Hill, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Jamaican mango exports increased by over 50% in the 2021 season, with over 680,000 kilograms of East Indian and St. Julian mangoes being exported to Canada, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Valued at US $1.5 million, this represents a 53.3% increase in the volume of mangoes exported over the 2020 period and a 59% increase in earnings. This is in line with the Agriculture Ministry's drive to expand exports and increase the country's foreign exchange earnings. In a release from the ministry, Chief Plant Quarantine Inspector Saniel Wilson Graham says this increase in mango exports can in part be attributed to a resumption of exports to the United Kingdom in April this year, following a 7-year self-imposed ban on mango exports. That was put into effect to prevent a permanent ban on mangoes and other soft fruits. The ministry continues to work through the Plant Quarantine Produce Inspection Branch with farmers across the country to manage fruit flies in their field and minimize the presence of the pest in mangoes. In other news, 248 of the 376 primary and infant schools approved for face-to-face classes have resumed in-person lessons. Education Minister Favour Williams gave the update in Parliament Tuesday, saying most of the schools opened on Monday without any issues. She says those that experienced challenges were mainly due to the heavy rains and flooding in western Jamaica, as well as electrical outages in other areas.
In terms of attendance, the numbers varied across the schools, ranging from 85% at King Western Primary and Infant School to 35% at Rock Hall Primary. We recognize that Monday was the first day of school after a very long time of being out, and so we expect the attendance to improve as the month progresses.
At the same time, Minister Williams says the Yard to Yard Find the Child initiative has been rolled out to locate and re-engage students who have been absent for 100 days or more. Prior to the start of the 2021-2022 academic year, 25,642 of the 40,795 students were found and re-engaged.
We will be collecting data on a daily basis from our schools all over the next 2 weeks to allow us to make an assessment of the opening of other schools. We will discuss the data on an ongoing basis with the Ministry of Health and Wellness as we are guided by them as to additional schools that will be allowed to be open.
Meanwhile, the Education Minister says students aged 12 to 18 years will be inoculated with the COVID-19 vaccine at schools. During Tuesday's sitting of Parliament, she advised that vaccination blitz sites would be set up in schools with school nurses administering the vaccines. Minister Williams says so far, almost 100,000 of the 240,000 students targeted for vaccination have received at least one dose. She says the state is still awaiting the 65% and over fully vaccinated threshold for students to return to full face-to-face classes.
I implore our school leaders, our teachers, our administrators, all the staff at our schools, if you have not already done so, to get vaccinated, so that we can create resilient corridors in our schools. We have seen how the resilient corridors have worked well in the tourism sector, keeping people safe. Let's get vaccinated. Let's get back to life.
At the same time, the minister says other modalities will continue to be utilized for parents who have chosen not to inoculate their children. And finally, remote hearing guidelines have now been introduced for courts as part of the Justice Ministry's efforts to improve access and incorporate greater use of technology in court proceedings. Chief Justice Brian Sykes says the document, which is available in both hard and soft copy, was developed in anticipation of increased virtual court proceedings because of the ongoing pandemic.
What this is, it is a document that is going to guide how persons can gain access to the court remotely and how the court will conduct its proceedings. It's in really simple English, easily understood. It's on our website, so it can be downloaded and taken with you.
Justice Sykes was speaking at the recent handover ceremony of mobile units to the Court Administration Division. He says the guidelines are applicable to all formal court hearings and all formalities apply same as if they were conducted in person. The document was produced through consultation with stakeholders, including the private bar, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and the Department of Correctional Services. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.